Hi and welcome to this yoga routine to revive your mornings. Yoga is such a powerful way to start your day feeling refreshed and energized. This is going to be a simple, quite gentle yoga routine that's suitable for any level, whether you're a beginner or whether you're quite advanced but you just want a more restful practice to start your day softly. So you won't need any equipment. Just make sure you've got your mat and a peaceful space to practice and get yourself set up. We'll start in a low kneeling position. You can take the knees as wide or as narrow as feels good. Take a deep breath in and then softly bow your way forward over into child's pose. Balasana. Settle into the position. Take any adjustments that you need to feel good. And take this moment to arrive on your mat. Maybe you're feeling sleepy still. That's okay. If you really feel super sleepy, you can just try to keep your eyes open today so that you feel a little bit more energized. Feel with each breath, new prana, new energy coming into your body. Really filling up the whole body with breath. And fully allowing the exhales to leave before you begin the next round of breath. I invite you to take this moment now to just thank yourself for showing up on the mat. Meet yourself where you are, however you're feeling. Give yourself some gratitude. And now look between your hands, tent your fingers and lengthen the spine over the legs. Taking a little bit of soft movement side to side. You can take the knees really wide apart and just start to find more space and length down the sides of the body. Move in a way that feels good. Make the movement as big or as small as you like. And then bring the top of your head to the mat. And interlace your fingers behind you. Stretch the knuckles up towards the sky, not forcefully, just enough to feel a stretch across the chest and the shoulders. And then as you inhale, rise up, lift the chest, open up the front of the body. And as you exhale, bow back down, bringing your head all the way to the mat. Doing this a couple more times with your own breath, bringing the movement through the whole spine. Breath and movement coordinated together. Open up and bow down. Good, and then release the arms and place your hands on the mat for a tabletop position. Gently drawing your lower belly towards your spine, keeping your lower rib cage in to feel switched on through your core muscles. From here, bringing your left hand into the center underneath your face. As you inhale, stretch out and up with your right arm, and then thread it underneath your left shoulder, bringing your right shoulder all the way down to the floor and the side of your head onto the mat. And then notice if all your weight's gone over to that left hip. Try to square the hips. And feel this stretch coming into your shoulder blade, feeling a twist through your spine. Keep drawing left hip back, right hip forward. And you can use your left fingers to push the floor away and really swivel the body into more of a twist. Keep bringing yourself back to your breathing. And then plant your left hand flat. Inhale, open up into that T shape again. Feel the stretch. And then bring your right hand down. And ready for the other side. Right hand to the mat, left arm stretches out and up. And then as you exhale, thread it underneath. Bring your left shoulder down, right hand to the mat in front of your face. And then using the right fingers to swivel the body towards the side, finding that twist. Keeping your hips over your knees. And then press your right hand into the mat. Unwind, reach up. And exhale, lower the left hand down. Now tuck your toes under and start to push your weight back towards your heels to feel a stretch in your feet. Very important to stretch the feet. And then while you do that, you can stretch your wrists too. So bringing the backs of the hands in front of you, feeling that stretch in the wrists. And then taking it the other way, fingers towards you, wrists away from you. Stretching the undersides of the wrists. With this stretch through the feet and the wrists, just take it to a point that feels good for you, not painful, just like a healthy stretch. And then bring the hands flat. Spread the fingers as wide as they'll go. Find contact between the whole palm of each hand and the mat. And then with an exhale, lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Arms are straight, shoulders are pushing the floor away. And if your hamstrings feel tight, you can bend the knees and you can take the feet wider apart. Make the posture work for you. Don't feel that you're forcing all your weight forward into your shoulders. Open the chest towards the legs. And finding a moment of stillness here in the downward dog. Returning to your breath, returning to gratitude for this moment. And then bending the knees a little more, start to walk your hands back towards the legs for a forward fold at the back of the mat. Bend the knees as much as you need to bring the belly to the thighs. And then look between your hands, walk back out to that down dog. Let's do that again, walking it back to your forward fold, bending the knees as much as you need. And then walking it back out to your downward dog. Good, last one. Walk back to forward fold, and this time we'll hold the pose for a couple of breaths, so you can grab opposite elbows and really find that contact between the belly and the thighs. So if that means bending your knees more, then please do so, looking after your lower back. And in the forward fold, you can take a little bit of a sway, really tuck the chin so the gaze is towards the knees and not the ground. Good, feeling this length coming through the spine, releasing out the lower back. And then we'll walk it back out and step the right foot as far forward as you can. If you need a couple of steps, then do so. Use your hand to help you get into the position. And then pick up the back knee, so you're in a runner's lunge. Lengthen through the spine, breathe in. And as you exhale, start to straighten out the front leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend into this long pyramid position. And again, inhale, come forward. And exhale, straighten. Doesn't need to be all the way straight. Now bend the knee again, bring the back knee down. And swivel the body towards the right side. Your right hand can come onto that right knee, and you're turning the chest towards your right side. Finding a couple of full breaths here in this twist. If this is enough, stay here. If you are quite bendy already, you can begin to hug your left heel towards you and reach back for that foot with your right arm, and then really open the chest as you stretch that left hip flexor. Keep using your left hamstring to draw the foot towards you for that active feeling in the pose. Whichever variation you're taking, breathing fully. And then with an exhale, bring the right hand down and step it back into your downward dog, softly making your way to the other side. So left foot will step forward as many steps as you need. And then inhale as you bring your chest open and bend that front knee. Exhale as you slide it back. Good. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, move back. And again, inhale, come forward. And exhale, move back. Good. This time, bend the front knee down. Bend the back knee down. And find your low lunge. Then place the right hand on the inside of the left foot and swivel the chest towards that left side. If this is enough, stay here. If you like to try that bind again, actively draw your right heel towards you and then reach back for it. And you can really open the chest out as you find that stretch in your right hip flexor. If you practice my videos before, you know I love this pose. It's just such a great full body stretch, and you can even make it into a back bend as well if that feels good. So now stretch your left arm all the way up and over. Heel toe your left foot out to the side slightly. Pick up your back knee and then step it forward into your yogi squat or garland pose, malasana. If you're up on your toes like this, use your hands to support you as you push your weight back and down into your heels. If you can bring your heels to the mat, then sit up nice and tall, trying it without your hands to begin with. Just really finding that active flexibility or mobility in your hips. And then you can bring the elbows on the insides of the knees to deepen that sensation in your inner thighs. Taking a little bit of movement side to side, or staying in stillness if you prefer. Good, and now bring your right arm on the inside of the right leg. Stretch up and out with your left arm, twisting through the center of the body. And then bringing it back into the middle and over to the other side. Good. And now make your way down into the center of your mat, opening up the front of the body before we finish up. Take your hands behind you, heels nice and close to the body. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press strongly into the feet to lift up into reverse tabletop position. If you need to reposition your hands for your wrists, that's okay. And then really tuck the tailbone under. You can drop your head back if that feels okay on your neck. Open up the throat here. Keep lifting through the glutes and the backs of the thighs. Then gently bring yourself down when you're ready. And give your knees a little hug. Tuck your chin. And if you've got lots of time, you can pause the video and take a longer shavasana, relaxation. If you need to get on with the rest of your day and you want to finish up here, just come to a seated position, so cross-legged or kneeling. And we'll find one more minute of stillness and a very short meditation. So really finding that stillness, breathing in and out slowly through the nose. Just sitting in the sensation that this yoga practice has brought to you. Maybe you feel a new sense of energy, of lightness, of being revived. Fully focusing on the breath. Two more slow rounds of breath here. And now I invite you to bring your hands to heart center, bow your head, and thank yourself for practicing today. The light in me sees the same light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you're feeling so revived and energized and ready for the day. If you enjoyed this, please let me know in the comments and tell me what you would like to see next. I love creating videos from your requests. If you enjoyed it, please give the video a loving thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button for new free yoga classes every single week. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.